Welcome back to another episode of Man Bites Film. This week we have a special guest. Brandon's back with us.
What's up, guys?
Say hi, Brandon.
Hello.
Alright, so this week we're actually going to be reviewing Boyhood, which is streaming on Netflix. It's an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with the plot on this.
There is no plot.
I think there is.
It's
it's a coming-of-age film.
Yeah, it's a coming-of-age film, but there's no, climax.
It's not an
there's
overarching
no...
story. It's just basically this kid's life through, it's almost 10 years?
It is 10 years,
yeah.
so...
Yeah, 10 exact years.
The movie began production in 2002 and finished in 2013.
Yeah, and if I remember right, what Linklater did was actually record 1 or 2 weeks every year.
Yes.
A little segment of the movie, and he put it all together at the end once he had everything captured together. And Ethan Hawke's in this. If you know, Linklater did a couple other films before, the Before Sunset, After Sunset, that series, the 3 films with Ethan Hawke as well. So that's basically his muse in this film. He's the father in the film, and the whole story revolves around this kid. Brandon, remind me, what's his name again?
To go back to Ethan Hawke, the other well-known actress in this case is Patricia Arquette, who plays the mom. The kid is actually played by an actor by the name of Eller Coltrane, and I just found this out by reading the sister Samantha is played by Linklater's daughter.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the sister's played by his daughter, yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very personal film for Linklater, I think. And it takes that approach. I honestly think that this was something that it was a passion project. I think he came up with this story, and I think he built on that story. He didn't have an overarching storyline to it, because he just wanted to say, let me capture 2-3 weeks of a kid's life throughout the span of 10 years and put it onto film, just to show reality of how a kid progresses through puberty, basically. And he progresses from being a child, boyhood, to being an adult, basically, at the end of the film.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting the way he did it, and at points it was very dull, but
that's life though, right?
It quickly picked up. Yeah. And that's what I liked about it. It was a very artistic piece.
Yeah.
This is not a mainstream film.
No.
It's definitely not a mainstream film. This is something that if you want to watch the day in the life of a person type of film, this is the type of film you would actually enjoy. It does not have quick pace. It doesn't have that momentum that one of a normal film has. And that's Linklater's, I think, his trademark.
It's funny, the movie's pretty long. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yes, it is.
The funny thing is that I never was bored by it. I was never looking at my clock. I was kind of the movie's strange. Nothing really happens. It's just like Lewis said, a coming of age film. So it's kind of you're just following this boy through his life, or his coming of age.
Yeah.
And it's long, and like Lewis said, there's moments that drag, but it's not bad. It never was boring. I think the movie, I remember finishing it, and I was like, I don't know if I like this or I dislike it. I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that the best part of the film is the trope of it, the shtick, which is him filming this over 10 years, and it was really interesting to see this boy grow up. I think that's the most interesting. I think
that's what sold it, and that's what made it such an interesting film. But the film itself is very interesting, and I catch myself falling into the stereotype of Hollywood, and you're like, that scene where the kid's throwing blades against the wall in that abandoned house. I was waiting for the blade to fall or slip out of his hand and cut somebody. I was waiting for that that plot twist, and I was like, there's no plot twist.
Funny?
What the fuck?
I was watching the movie, and just like that scene, there's a bunch of scenes where they're in a car, And I was just
Yes,
waiting
with
for an
the trunk.
accident to happen.
Yeah.
I was like, something
Yep.
as bad is gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
And
And you're waiting for this catastrophe to happen in the film, and you realize at the end, you're like, fuck, this is really messed up, that I actually want something bad to
Yeah.
happen to these people.
yeah,
And maybe that's what he was trying to do.
there's a couple of things in the film that like I didn't particularly like. Like for instance, Patricia Arquette's character, the mom, she has horrible luck with men. Holy shit, does she have horrible luck with men? Like both of the men
Seriously.
that she is married to after Mason's father are both drunks. One of them is like abusive, like verbally and physically. And it's like that I didn't like. I was like, really, bro? Like, is her luck that shitty?
But that's the thing, it's the truth.
Yeah, but okay,
It's the
I
truth.
understand.
Women don't change their perspective of who they're looking for. They fall into a particular trope and they end up remarrying or going out with the same type
But
of
like
person
in the sense of
over and over again.
okay, but I can understand that happens once, but then it's like you're telling me it happens again, and the second guy seems like such a nice guy. Like he's a veteran.
Yeah.
Like they meet at like a Thanksgiving like lunch that they have, and he seems like a really nice guy. And at the beginning they buy a house, the kids like him, and then he just turns into a fucking drunk, and you're like, what? Why? Like I don't know that part of the.
I think that's a statement from Linklater of how our society is, how once it pushes for marriage and all that stuff, and then the marriages fall apart because they're two completely different people and they weren't ready for that. And I think that's kind of an interesting perspective that he does in the film.
One thing that like also got me was like, I know that he's filming a kid like coming of age and growing up. He basically starts filming him at the age I think 6 or 8, and then he up until he graduates high school and goes to college. And I know he's trying to be an edgy teenager, but god damn it, man. Sometimes I was like, can you
fucking
stop?
evil kid.
It's like, I don't know what life is. I'm like, fucking shut up already, bro. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
That entire, like...
I wanted to slap that kid
a couple times I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I know you're trying to be edgy. Like, we all went through that phase in our life, but... God damn it.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say, the final line of the film, which...
loved it.
So to give some context to the people is Mason goes to college and he goes on like this little like hike with his new roommate and like his roommate's, I'm assuming, girlfriend and her roommate, and from what I got, they take like weed brownies, right? Yeah, right? Okay, cool. So they take weed brownies and they go on this hike, and at the end of the film, like I was saying like literally a minute earlier, Mason the entire film has been like, oh, I don't understand life and I want to be super deep and all this bullshit. And then she says this line to him. She says that she doesn't believe that people seize the moments, it's the moments that seize us. And I think that line represents the entire fucking movie. Literally, entire fucking movie is that line. Like, Linklater was like, I want to seize... Like, it's not that he wanted to seize the moment. He was just like, I'm gonna take this moment and let it, like, just overtake me. It is cool to see him grow up and to see that they are not scared of, like, showing certain things. Like, Mason, he experiments with alcohol, with drugs, you know, stuff that, like, normal teenagers do. The only thing that I was like, bro, really? Was there was a scene, the scene with the discs that we were talking about earlier. So Mason is with two of his friends, and they're with like his friend's older brother and his friend, who are like seniors in high school. And Mason is an 8th grader. And they're like calling him like a faggot, like a pussy, and I'm like, for not having sex with girls, and I'm like, dude, the kid is like 12. Like, what?
I mean, come on, dude. Do you not remember that when you were that age? I hung out with a lot of people.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So it was like,
but dude, like, you gotta like think about it. No no normal 17 or 18-year-old is gonna be like, yeah, this kid's a pussy because he doesn't sleep with women. The kid's fucking 13 years old. Like, that scene, I was like, this just doesn't seem realistic to me.
That scene was kind of forced, I think. I didn't like the two older kids as actors. I like the younger kids. For some reason, they just acted a lot better and more realistic in that approach.
Him and his...
It was probably the weaker scene
and his sister,
in the film. It's one of the weakest scenes in the film.
Him and his sister, like, they act very well.
Oh, dude, they act phenomenal together. I thought they had a great chemistry. I thought they actually portrayed that chemistry of a brother and sister so well. Yeah. It looked perfect for what they were doing. The other thing that I had a criticism, the first part of the film where he's a child, not so much enjoyed it. I was kind of like,
when he gets into like his high school areas, like when the film
into the middle school and high school, when he starts doing the photography stuff and all that stuff, that's where it kind of captured my interest. And I was like, okay, I can see this is progressing.
Another scene that I completely felt was forced also was the scene which, now in hindsight, I'm like, why is this scene even in the fucking movie for any? It literally serves no purpose. He's like in middle school and he goes to the bathroom. And and I'm like, the guy's like, watch where you're going, faggot. And I was like, what? Like, and then like they never show up again. I'm like, what? What's the point of this scene?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That was kind of pointless, but I mean, it's, if you think about it, actually now that we've been talking about it a little bit more, I think that I've captured a little bit more of the essence of the film. The fact that maybe this is our memory. This is the memory of the child after he's already grown up of what happened in his life.
So it's like,
so he remembers
certain moments
in his life.
I understand, yeah.
Because do you remember everything of high school? You remember certain little aspects, certain things, and random things sometimes. Things that had no real importance to you, but they're just really random moments, and those stuck with you for some reason. I think maybe that's what this was.
You make a good point. There are like, and now I'm not gonna go into it, but like now actually like thinking about it, god damn it, why are my dogs barking? Yeah, there's a lot of, you make a good point. Like I never really thought of it that way, that maybe it is him like kind of looking back at his life and it's like little snippets that he remembers.
A retrospective.
It's a really interesting
film. I think a lot of the film, I mean, the film is interesting.
It is.
And it obviously captured our attention enough to do a review on it.
Definitely.
And actually talk about this as much as we have.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we're still analyzing the film, and this is 24 hours later after watching it, and I'm still analyzing the film. That's good storytelling. Linklater is good at that, though.
I'm not going to say I love, but I just found it interesting that the mom's life kind of descended into madness in the sense that, like, she was married to two drunks and all this shit. And then the dad, who was, like, a crazy party animal, basically marries a woman, stays with her, has a kid, and, like, literally settles down. And I was like, how ironic is this shit?
And that's how it is, though. Like, I mean, I found that so realistic. I was like, dude, you remember how I was.
Yeah.
And then I've changed completely.
Yeah, it is true, but like, yeah, as the movie progressed, I was just like, this is so, like, ironic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny, I was waiting for something bad to happen with the dad in the sense of, like, there's a scene in the beginning where he, like, takes them when they're, like, kids to, like, to stay the weekend at his apartment with his, like, roommate Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I thought something bad.
And I was like, yo, this guy's into drugs or something. This is not gonna end well. But no, nothing ever happened.
I thought that was interesting. Like I said, I think it's very realistic, and the film takes on its own persona.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this film. I don't know about you, how you rate this film, but I give this a 7 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it anymore is because it's not accessible to a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people will enjoy this film. I think this is something that's very limited. It's very niche market for an audience. If you enjoy those like coming of age films and like basically like a day in the life, and you have 2 hours and 45 minutes to spare, it's easy to watch because it's on Netflix. Yeah. So you can watch it in 2 sittings and you won't miss anything really.
Honestly, I'll probably give the film a 7, what you gave it. And
yeah,
just go in knowing that there is no quote-unquote plot. It's just a coming-of-age film. And honestly, watch it. If you're going to watch it for one reason, watch it for the shtick of the film, and that is that it is really interesting that Linklater was like, I'm going to film a fucking day for 12 years. Or 10, sorry, 11. My bad, 10. 11 years. And it's like, 11 years. That is really interesting to see a kid grow up and
as the actor
himself mature, his voice changes,
and like, all the characters, all 4 characters. I mean, it's 4 different characters that do the same progression, and it's so interesting.
Yeah, like you see Samantha, his sister, basically grow up into a woman. You see him grow up into a man. Like you see Ethan Hawke not grow up, but like change from a fucking crazy like musician into a steady father who's married.
Yep.
And
and I think it's fantastic. I really do think it's fantastic the way he did it. And it was something that I hesitated a lot on watching, but once Brandon said, "Oh, let's watch this one, let's review this one," I was like, okay, good, that gives me an excuse to watch it now. I could sit and watch for 2 hours and 45 minutes at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah, it was funny. Before we end the review, I actually spoke to a friend of mine, and I was like, hey, have you ever seen the movie Boyhood? And he was like, yeah, I fucking hated it. And I was like, interesting. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a damn good one.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. I honestly, from both of our reviews, I would say go watch it. Maybe you don't have to finish it, but at least experience some of it, because it's kind of interesting, honestly.
Yeah. So that's the end of this review, but I want to actually advertise. I'm going to be doing special reviews every 3 months, and it's going to be an in-depth study into a single film.
Interesting.
Which film it is, I'm going to be advertising it on the episode before I actually air the special, and this is going to be a standalone episode that I'm going to premiere on a Wednesday, and I'm going to be advertising that a lot more, just because I've been getting a lot bigger audience recently, and I want to push that and get you involved in the film. So I want the audience to let me know which film you want me to do an introspective on, and actual analysis. You are opening a can of worms, my friend. Yes, I am.
Be interesting.
And it's the revenge for Antichrist and all the other films that I've recommended that drove you guys crazy. So open it up, send me a PM on Facebook, send me an email, whichever way is easy for you. Send me a movie that you want me to review and do a full analysis on. Anything that's streaming on Netflix is preferred. If it's not, let me know, and I'll try to figure out something to watch it. And then I'll make the choice and the decision the week before, and you guys will know, so you'll be able to watch it and tune in for that. Alright? So I'll see you guys next week on another episode of Bam Bites Film. Brandon, you want to do any plugs?
No. I'm doing shit at the moment. I'm not doing anything. But I am gonna start something real soon with a friend of mine. If you like anime, stay tuned.
Alright, awesome. So once Brandon starts launching that thing, I'm going to also post a link on my website at the bottom, and here you'll be able to see all that stuff on the website as well. So please join the website, join the YouTube channel, and join us on Facebook, so you can actually see every episode that we premiere every week, and these specials that we're going to be doing, and of course the community of podcasts, film shows, everything that we're going to be putting together in the next few months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys then.